The Bears have a solid defensive line at the moment with Andrew Billings, Javon Dexter Sr., and Zach Pickens. And along with bringing in some undrafted rookie free agents like Keith Rudock and Jameer Chroma from undrafted rookie free agency, they can compete for the last roster spot. But there are still some veterans in free agency that I think the Bears have a good shot at picking up for a good deal in order to help solidify this rotation and maybe get another gem like Andrew Billings. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Dick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. The Chicago Bears currently have $6.26 million left in cap after they signed their 5 rookies for about $17 million. I'm overshooting that, so we could have more cap than that, and that's plenty of money to go out and get a veteran defensive lineman on a 1-year rental contract to come and make an impact. Poles is never not working, and he is sure to make sure to have the best roster possible entering OTAs. And there's a strong amount of defensive linemen in free agency, by the way. I mean, no doubt about it, and we need a big force up the middle in order to pair with Javon Dexter Sr. and maybe be a mentor for just a year, because next year's draft class is loaded with defensive tackles. Now, a guy they might bring in, Brian Mone, who last played with the Seattle Seahawks the last couple of seasons, is still currently a free agent who could be a big addition, literally and physically, to a very improved already Bears defensive line. He won't be expensive either, like Andrew Billings, who is currently only on a 1-year, $2.5 million contract, and we can pay nearly the same with Mone and get a very similar player. That's a good thing, by the way. We don't need to go out and spend $20 million a season on a defensive tackle. We can get a guy that is just as impactful as we need them to be and be a rental for next year. And again, we have 3 picks in the first 2 rounds of next season to get a top defensive tackle that can be on a rookie contract to complete the rotation for years to come. And on top of it, Mone played for the Seahawks. Shane Waldron came from the Seahawks. Half our coaching staff came from the Seahawks, it feels like. And though he wasn't involved on the offensive side of the ball, they can still give a pretty good scouting report considering they went against him in practice every week and they know what he can do on the field and off the field. Now, before I jump more into Mone and what he could bring to the team, comment FGB in the comment section below. It's one of my favorite things to see about all you guys do it. And if you aren't going to do it, just call yourself a Packers fan. And if you think that Ryan Poles is going to sign another player before training camp, make sure to smash that like button to show your support. And as you may know, we are giving away a Caleb Williams jersey. To enter, hit that like button, comment FGB, and subscribe to the channel. That's where I check to find the winner. So let's talk about Brian Mone, who has shown the last 2 seasons that if you give a guy with a chip on his shoulder a chance, he's going to perform for you. Also, he's still pretty young and could be on this team if he ends up working out for a pretty decent amount of time. Only 28 years old, standing at 6'3.5" and 348 pounds. A super big wall up the middle. Kind of reminds me a lot of Akeem Hicks. He's played 4 years in the NFL. He was an undrafted rookie free agent way back when and has worked his way up to become one of the league's average, if not better than average, defensive tackles. All his years have been with the Seahawks, and he was massive for them up the middle over the last couple of seasons, and his stats show for it because no one could get around him. He has a great tackler rating, great arm reach, and is just super strong to overpower other interior offensive linemen. Last year for the Seattle Seahawks, he did have a little bit of injury trouble, but he was consistently on the field. After the fact, he did play in the final 13 games of the season with 26 total tackles, 15 of them being solo. So you're getting wrapped up by him, and he's going to tackle you. And clearly that also shows, even though it's only 25 tackles, no one is running towards this guy. He had 6 tackles for loss on top of it with half a sack, but that's not what he's here for. He is not a sack type defensive tackle. He is a run stopper. He gives opportunities for his edges and his linebackers, his DBs to take attention away from, because people have to stop this guy and double team him in order to keep him out of the backfield. So half a sack, perfect. Works good for me. Andrew Billings had like 2.5, 3 sacks this past year. We all love him. So, and he's playing great, by the way. I'm so happy that he's back. Quarterback hits, he had 8. And again, let his edges and linebackers go after the quarterback. He doesn't have to go about it. And because of his size, he had 2 pass deflections. He fills the gaps so well. He has great vision due to his size. And again, He's too big and too fast for interior offensive linemen to hold him at ease. So he causes double teams that opens up opportunities for his other teammates. Now, before we get into more on why I want Mone to potentially come to the Chicago Bears, today's show is brought to you by Freshie Organic Tequila Seltzer in 3 great flavors, the summer's best upcoming seltzer that you don't want to miss and is Chicago-based. Grapefruit, guava, lime, and blood orange habanero, my personal favorite. Go into the comment section below and click on the Freshie Finder to find Freshie near you. Buy one, get one free deals happening at your local Jew Oscos while supplies last. So make sure you shoot over there and get your Freshie today. So my final comments about him, he brings a ton to the table. He's a veteran yet young at the same exact time. He's a wall up the middle. Just imagine him and Billings next to each other. It'd be over 680 pounds of 2 interior defensive lineman that's not letting anybody get around them. But also, he's a super smart player. He knows when to use different techniques and different swim moves. He has really good balance for his size in order to go up the middle and get after interior offensive linemen. And not only that, he's a good locker room guy. People love playing with this guy. I've never heard a bad thing about him. So overall, I think that the Bears are in a super good position right now in order to go out and get him. And who knows, he might not even make the roster. Just bring him into camp, see what he can do, make a competition. But I would love to see him come to camp and make a competition with some of these undrafted rookie free agents because, hey, if he can unlock them, give him a little mentorship, he makes a little money in his pocket and works out with the Chicago Bears and on the practice squad, great. But overall, super excited to see what this guy has to bring to the table, and I think he's a great veteran. And thank you for always tuning in these episodes of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. These are all, by the way, pre-recorded episodes. I recorded them last week, actually, because I'm currently in Paris, France, for my 9-to-5 job. So this is, again, something I'm trying to make full-time, and I truly appreciate you guys always tuning in. It's a goal of mine to make this a full-time gig, and every single day, every single view, I'm one step closer. So thank you so much for the opportunity to join Just Another Year Chicago Bears. Thank you for keeping me going, and I appreciate all your support. But with that, comment FGB, like the video, and subscribe to the channel and chance to win a Caleb Williams jersey, and just support the channel. Appreciate it, guys. Happy day. Go Bears. We're one day closer to the season, and I want to hear it loud and proud from you guys. Bear down, baby.